Hello, my beauties, and welcome to the Midweek Reset. Welcome back if you've been here before, and if you haven't, welcome to the very first one. So, the Midweek Reset is where we take a moment to pause in the middle of the week and release any stress that we had at the beginning of the week and reset and refocus our intention so that we can end the week on a high note. If you're new here, I'm your coach, Tane, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through a little group coaching, a little card pull, and then we're going to do a little release, and then we're going to have a little kiki and wrap up, and you're going to go on about your day. So that is what we're going to do here today. I am very excited. I got my cards pulled already. If you're just joining, drop an emoji to tell me what your week has been like. And we are going to get into this reset. And if you are interested in one-on-one coaching, hit me up after. I'll tell you more about it. But right now, I want you to find a quiet space where you can be undisturbed for 20 to 30 minutes so that you can actually focus and get centered and stay present. So, let us get into your card pull and group coaching. So, I got a lot of cards when I pulled cards for you guys this week. So, I pulled some tarot, I pulled some oracle, I pulled some affirmation cards. We got a lot of cards, so let's get into it. So, first of all, we got this Five of Pentacles here. And what this tells me is that some of you are not feeling very abundant. You're feeling like you're doing a lot of work, but it's a struggle. It's a struggle. You're feeling like you're outside, like you are still struggling to make ends meet. Things aren't working out the way that you want them to work out. And you keep hearing it's coming, but it ain't quite there yet. And you're just feeling like you're going through it. And you know what? I get it. The world is kind of crazy right now. And you might really be going through it. But what Spirit is telling you is that you have a lot more than you think. So you are looking at your life and you're seeing desolation and despair, but your life is actually very plentiful. Like, you have a lot going on for you. You have a lot of resources at your disposal. You have a lot of cups full, you know? You have a lot that you are not seeing. You are only seeing what you don't have, and you're not seeing what you do have. So there is a message here to refocus your energy on what you do have. Bring back your gratitude practice. I know that some people have, like, they don't particularly like the word gratitude, and it feels like, what do I have to be grateful for when I have all of these things going on? Well, Spirit, just telling you, you have a lot to be grateful for. Actually, you have a lot to be grateful for, and you have a lot that you are building as well, that you have already built and are continuing to create. So in this kind of catastrophizing energy, where you are only seeing what you don't have, you're only seeing how far you still have to go on this journey, instead of seeing what you have already accomplished, what you have already created. So they really want you to refocus your energy. So right now, we need to refocus your energy on your own sense of self-worth. We need to refocus your energy on the abundance that you have. And this is really a self worth and a mindset issue, because when you are working on these things, and if you came to the previous midweek reset, we talked about you working on something and planting seeds and building something. So you're planting seeds, you're building this thing, but you don't have it yet. And all you can think about is the fact that you don't have it yet. So you're not even seeing all the progress that you've made from when you first started, because you would have started with just an idea. You would have started with nothing, and you would have created all of this through your own courage, your own resourcefulness, your own strength. You probably even used your own resources to do it. And maybe it's not where you need it to be or you want it to be. It has not fulfilled its full potential, but there is still so much here. There is still so much that you have already done, but you are not seeing that because your mindset is still in a space of scarcity. It's still in a space of lack. It's still in a space of self criticism. So you are really being asked here, and I am asking you here, to refocus your attention on your own sense of self worth and remind yourself that you are worthy, you are capable, you are abundant. You have a lot going for you. You have created something amazing. You are doing good work. These are the things that you need to tell yourself because this is a mindset issue. This is a mindset thing. This feeling that you don't have, that you haven't created enough, is a mindset thing, and it's causing a lot of internal conflict and a lot of anxiety and exhaustion. So you are literally fighting yourself. You are fighting yourself internally, and you may even feel like you're fighting other people. And this kind of anxiety, whether it's about money, whether it's about your project not happening the way that you want it to happen, maybe it's just you having this feeling of not being good enough. It's creating a lot of tension, a lot of conflict, both internally and with other people in your life, maybe in your home, maybe in your workplace, maybe among your friends, maybe within your business. It is creating conflict, it is creating tension, and it is also making you exhausted because you're doing more and more and more and more, because you feel like the only way for you to feel worthy and abundant is for you to do more. But what you're doing is that you're burning yourself out in the process because you are just focusing on what you don't have and how much more you have to do, when in reality you're already doing what you have to do. And that is creating a high degree of conflict. It's creating a lot of anxiety for you. It's creating a lot of self doubt. And it's making you forget that you are this person. You are this abundant person. It's making you forget that. It's making you feel like, woe is me. Everything is horrible. Nothing is ever going to work out. Everything is terrible, and I don't know how I'm gonna see my way, and I don't know how this is gonna happen. Stop that. If I had a spray bottle, I'd like spray it at my screen and be like, no, stop it. Refocus. It's a mindset thing. Get on your affirmations. Get back on your affirmations. Get back on your healing. So I also pulled some oracle cards because we do have a new moon happening at the end of this week. So just a reminder that right now we have 8 planets in Aries. We got everything in Aries, y'all. Everything is in Aries, right? Mercury just entered Aries. Everything is in Aries. We got a new moon in Aries on Friday. The energy is go, go, go. And that's also probably why you're feeling this like uh lack energy, because you are feeling like everything, the energy behind you is just like, let's go, let's go, let's go, but you don't feel like it's going fast enough. But remember, you are going at just the right pace. There is no such thing as too little time. You have enough time. Trust that you have enough time. So our Moonology card says the energy is gaining momentum, and boy, is the energy gaining momentum. This Aries stellium that we are in with this new moon that's happening Friday, the energy is picking up. It's picking up. It's going. The cosmos has places to be, and the planets are like, let's go. Let's go. And what this is really saying, and what all of this energy is really telling you, is that this is a good time to start that thing that you've had on your shelf. That idea that you've put up here that you've been like, when is the right time? I don't know when the right time is. Now is the right time. Now is the right time to start. So that is the energy that is coming across, and that's where that anxiety is coming from. It's because you are feeling this momentum, your body's feeling it, whether you know it consciously or not. It is there, it is felt, and this is a good time to start that thing that you have planned and commit to it. Start that thing and commit to it, because your commitment is going to be tested in this period. Your commitment to your dreams is going to be tested. The universe is going to be asking you, said that you wanted this. How badly do you want it? Are you actually going to take action on it? Are you actually going to do the thing on it? Are you actually going to believe that you are worthy of this dream that you have for yourself and act as if you believe that? Are you going to walk through the world as if you believe all of the things that you want to manifest are things that you deserve? Because it's one thing to say, I want to make $1 million. Okay, but do you believe you can make $1 million? And not only do you believe that whether you can make $1 million, are you going to commit to doing the things that are required of you to make that $1 million? You believe that you can start a business. You want to start a business. Do you believe that you could be a business owner? Do you believe that you have what it takes to go out on your own and stand on your own 2 feet and start this business? And are you going to walk through life like a business owner? Are you going to make the hard decisions that business owners have to make? That is what this is asking you. That is what you're being asked this week. Can you commit to the path that you have chosen? And then you're also being asked to look at the bigger picture, right? Don't get bogged down in the details. You see, when you are trying to manifest, this is the thing that trips everyone up about manifesting. You want to manifest something, and then you get into, well, the nitty gritty details, the how. How is this going to happen? What is exactly is this going to look like if I want to manifest it? You need to forget about the how. Forget about the little details. Stop trying to control every little thing and zoom out. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the bigger picture of what you have available to you. Look at the bigger picture of the what you want to manifest, and stop trying to control how you get there. Just look at what it is you want. Decide what you want. Commit to your direction and take it one step at a time. Allow the momentum to propel you, right? Allow things to happen as they happen. Don't try to preempt this energy. Don't try to push something before it becomes time. So I'll give you a good example. So you guys know I'm writing a book, right? And if you don't know now, you know. So I'm writing a book, and my deadline for my very first draft was last week Saturday. And I missed my deadline because I got the norovirus and I was really, really ill. So I could not make my deadline. I literally couldn't even eat. I could not keep any food down. So there was no way that I was sitting down to write. Like, I could barely even nourish my body. So my creative brain was not on. My body was just trying to survive. That was it. We are in survival mode, period, right? And I was talking to my writing coach and my editor, and I was telling her, like, I hate the fact that I missed the deadline, because I really wanted to make that deadline. And it was really important to me to finish this book on time. And I felt like, I don't know. And I started getting into my head. I started getting self critical. I'm like, will I ever do this? I don't know. Maybe this is not for me. Maybe I'm on the wrong path. I started getting into this kind of energy. Like, I don't know why I can't do this. And she reminded me that sometimes the reason, as much as we want to hit a deadline, sometimes there's a reason that things don't happen in the time that we say they're going to happen. Sometimes there's a reason that things take a little bit longer, and we just need to trust the timing, maintain the vision, and keep working towards the end goal. That's all we need to do. And she reminded me of this yesterday. And then today, I had an amazing conversation with a new connection that I've made, who's also in the wellness space, also a healer and a practitioner. So I was speaking to her, and we were having a conversation about the topic of the book. And after that conversation, it was like everything just opened up, because I had some questions about how I was going to bring these chapters together and bring it into a conclusion and that sort of thing. And from that conversation, everything just started slotting into place. And I got off that phone call and I just started writing in my journal and started writing notes, writing notes. And I finished my chapter outline this evening at 6 p.m. That was an hour and 45 minutes ago. And I would not have been able to have that conversation. I would not have been in this space where I am talking about my work in progress. And I would not have mentioned that I have a chapter that I have to send to my editor if the book was done last week, Saturday. What day was the 11th? Saturday. If the book was done last week, Saturday, I would not have had that conversation. I would not have had this epiphany. I would not have been able to bring everything together in a way that makes this work even more impactful. So there is always, always a reason. There's always a reason. Trust that. Trust your direction and just remain committed to your dream. That's all you gotta do, remain committed to your dream. So finally, I pulled some cards from my Cosmic Comfort deck. This is a deck of healing, affirmations, that kind of thing. And one of the first card that came up was this healing card. And this said, sometimes healing is simply excavating what's buried within you. Sometimes healing is unlearning old patterns and trying on new ones. Sometimes healing is simply patience and doing nothing and letting yourself rest. Some of you need that. You need rest. You are doing too much. You need to stop. You need to give yourself a break, because the reason that you're feeling so exhausted, the reason that you're feeling like things aren't working out, is because you are doing way too much. So you need to stop. You need to rest. You need to relax. You need to chill. Then we got this Make Space for New Magic. Now, this deck is the deck that I use I do a coaching message of the week on my Instagram and my WhatsApp. Like, I share it on my WhatsApp stories. And I do this every Monday/Tuesday, right? And this card has come up a few times. So what this tells me is that somebody ain't listening. Somebody who's watching this, you need to do a declutter and a deep clean, because the guides have been telling you to do this for like 3 weeks now and you ain't listening. So you need to declutter. You need to deep clean. You need to clean out your phone. You need to clean out your downloads folder on your computer. You need to do some cleaning. And this might also be mental cleaning of those old patterns and those old thought processes. You need to clear that away, because you've got to make room. You have to make space for new things, for new magic to come in. And there is no space right now. So whoever's listening to this, who is not listening to this declutter, deep clean message that you've been getting, this is the time to do it. New Moon is Friday. Put it in your calendar. Make an appointment with yourself. Do some cleaning. And finally, we got the pleasure card. And this says, pleasure is and will always be your sacred birthright. Release the old narratives that pleasure must be earned, deserved, or delayed. Receiving pleasure is a sacred celebration of the sweetness that life has to offer. So some of you are just working. You're just plugging away. You're like, I gotta make this money. I gotta do this hustle. I gotta grind. And we're just plugging away at it. But you need to remember, one, your why. Why are you doing this? Who are you doing this for? You got so into the weeds that you forgot the big picture. You need to zoom out. What did it say? Look at the bigger picture. You need to zoom out. Look at the bigger picture. And remember why you've been doing this. Bring joy and bring pleasure into your work. You deserve that. You deserve that just for existing. You deserve to feel good just because you are. Remember who you are. We got really into that. We are really into that. But that is your card pull. That's your group coaching. You got some work to do, y'all. Yes, the energy is picking up. Some of y'all need to heal, need to take some time, need to rest, need to recuperate. Some of y'all need to clean. Some of y'all need to declutter. And some of y'all need to bring in more pleasure into your practice, into everything that you do. And some of y'all need all three. All three. All of the above. So that is your card pull. Now, I want you to find a comfortable seat and you can close your eyes or soften your gaze. I forgot to bring my singing bowl. I don't know where it is because normally that's how I would set the space for our release, but that's okay. Just find a comfortable seat. You could lie down, you can sit down with your feet flat on the floor, your feet folded, whatever is most comfortable for you. Close your eyes or soften your gaze. And take a deep breath in here, filling your chest and your belly. And breathe out through the mouth. Take another deep breath in through the nose. Fill the chest, fill the belly. And exhale. Take one more deep breath in here. Make this the deepest one. Fill your chest, fill your belly, fill your lungs. Hold and release with a sigh. Bring some gentle movement into your body. Maybe you want to roll your neck, roll your shoulders. I want you to imagine that you're stepping into a waterfall. You can hear the water rushing. It's just this white wall of water. And I want you to step inside and feel the water cascading down over your head, over your shoulders. And as it cascades down your body, it is washing away all of the tension, all of the self-doubt and limiting beliefs and self-critical thoughts, everything that is keeping you stuck in old patterns and old mindsets. It's washing it away as it washes over your crown and your face, the back of your head, your shoulders, your chest and back, over your arms and your belly, over your lower back. It's washing everything away. Washing away all the tension that falls over your hips and your legs, all the way down to the soles of your feet. And it flows into the river, taking all of the tension, all of the negativity, all of the old stories away with it. It's just washing it all away, floating down the river and away from you. Breathe in here and exhale. Now I want you to imagine that the waterfall is now filling you up with new positive thoughts. As it washes over you, it fills you up from your feet, your legs, your thighs, your hips, your belly. It's filling you with positivity, with white light, with positive energy, with positive thoughts, with self-confidence, self-belief, with abundance, self-trust, with commitment to your dreams and your goals. It's just filling you all the way up, filling your belly, filling your chest, up to your arms, your shoulders, your neck, your head, all the way up to your crown, until you are just brimming with energy and positivity and positive mindset. Feel yourself coursing with all of this positivity, and take a moment here to set your intention for the rest of this week. You can say it in your head or aloud. And now we're going to step out of the waterfall and lock in our intention. So take a deep breath in, squeeze your wrist, lock in that intention. And as you exhale, step out of the waterfall. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. That was a really, really beautiful, really powerful visualization. I am so proud of you for taking a moment this week to refocus your intention on the week ahead, or on the rest of the week ahead, to release the stress, to spend some time pouring into yourself, quite literally, because our visualization today was filling ourselves up, pouring into ourselves. So I am very happy that you made it here, that you took the time for yourself. Give yourself a big hug. Big, big, big hug. Because you did this for you. And I know that you are building something amazing. I know that you are creating something wonderful for yourself. I know it's just for you to believe it too. So for the rest of this week, I'm going to try to take it easy. I've had some really busy weekends these days, and I may have some stuff to go to this weekend, but I really don't want to overextend myself. So because I'm still on the mend from the norovirus, so I'm trying to just take it easy as I move into the week. And I do have some stuff that I'm going to. I have to work on an event this weekend as well. So we'll see how that goes. And I will be spending the rest of my night tonight just relaxing. I do have writing to do, and I'm very excited to get back into my writing as well. Just a reminder, if you would like to support my work in progress, you can do so at my Buy Me a Coffee. I really appreciate any support because I am self-publishing, which means that I have to cover, layout and design and publishing costs and buying ISBNs and all of those good things. And if you would like to learn more about what one-on-one coaching looks like with me, reply coaching to this email, to this video, wherever you see it, and I can give you more information. Thank you so much for joining me for another midweek reset. I will see you next week, Wednesday, same time, same place. I love you. Have a great rest of your week.